for my birthday. I'm gonna show it. So lucky fortune for me, I'm gonna break that. And then there's a two bracelet inside. By the way guys, this is not any ad for this company, this showing you guys, but they should hire me. I would be pleasure to make an advertisement for them. And this is my bracelet. It's lucky. You can find the categories of lucky, very lucky, very, very lucky, and ultra lucky golden. So, yeah, I'm just gonna put it back. This is not any sponsored video, by the way, because if it would, I would be very happy, but I'm not, because so I'd be really happy if they hired me. So, lucky fortune, follow me. So while if you're hearing this, please hire me. I would be glad to do this. And yeah, we'll just get on to studying now. There are some chapter 1, but I couldn't do chapters 2 and 3 because I was studying for my own exams and I didn't have much time because I had to complete my notebooks and to study everything myself, so I couldn't teach you guys. So I'm continuing our science studying again. Okay? I've made a goal that the last time I made my last teaching video was like months ago. So now I'm making the goal that normally it would just be dance videos, edits, stuff like that, but on Sundays there will be teaching videos. Now I'll make a goal. And next time it will be Social Studies Chapter 6, the land, Saudi Arabia, the land of sand. Or I can also do Chapter 5, Greenland. So comment below which one you want me to do, Saudi Arabia or Greenland. I find science more interesting than SST, and today I have to just do a quick introduction, and I can't teach in detail, so it will take a lot of time to cover that chapter in SST, so I'm doing science today. I promise doing SST. So let's just stop this and start studying. So the name of our chapter is the skeletal and the circulatory system. Okay? We're going to be studying about the skeletal system and the circulatory system. So first of all, introduction. What is the skeletal system? The skeletal system is a framework of bones that provides support, shape, and strength to the body. I hope that's clear. Just continue that. Going on to the circulatory system. Okay, so the human body is composed of several organs like lungs, kidneys, stomach, heart, and brain. So, the human body contains several organs like the kidneys, the lungs, and the heart, and the brain. These organs work together to make us fit. So let's just continue. So, a group of organs that work together and carry out a particular function is called an organ system. So there are a lot of organ systems in our body. Some of them are like circulatory system, respiratory system, and etc. etc. Well, the full form of etc. is end of my capacity. And now, here's some fun fact. Here's a fun fact here. So, a newborn baby is born with around 305 bones in her or his body that fuse together as they grow. That's why an adult human only has 206 bones. That's a cool fun fact. Yeah, so let's continue. So, there are different organ systems, like I just said. Some examples are skeletal system, circulatory system, nervous system, and reproductive system. All these organ systems perform their specific functions. For example, organs of the digestive system help in digestion of food, and organs of the respiratory system help in inhaling and exhaling oxygen. Inhaling You should try this. For example, in this chapter we will learn about the skeletal system and the circulatory system in detail. Okay? So let's start. The skeletal system. The skeletal system is a framework of bones that serves important functions. It provides support, shape, and strength to the body. This framework of bones surrounds and protects the internal organs of the body. It also helps in the movement of body parts. There are 206 bones in an adult human body. We cannot see our bones, but we can feel some of them beneath our skin. Try this. Feel them, right? The bones are also made up of calcium phosphate. By the way, y'all, I have a test tomorrow of this exact chapter of science, so wish me luck, and I really hope I get 10 out of 10 like I always do in science. So, I am doing this so that not only do y'all get some knowledge, but I also do. So, let's continue. So, there is a soft substance in them called bone marrow. The spelling of bone marrow is B-O-N-E. I'm pretty sure you all know how to spell bone, but yeah. Bone marrow, yeah. M-A-R-R-O-W. Did y'all get it? Try this at home. M-A-R-R-O-W. And the skeletal system comprises the skull, backbone, ribcage, and limbs. If you're not a fast and quick learner, then here's a thing that you can do to learn. So take S for skull, B for backbone, R for ribcage, and L for limbs. So that makes S-B-R-L. S-B-R-L. Y'all get it? S-B-R-L. S-B-R-L. Do y'all get it? My class teacher told me this technique, and my mom also did. So that's why I'm telling you guys so that you can also learn like that. Because I always learn stuff like that because my teacher and my mom. Yeah. Skull. A fact is that you can't move your skull. You're just moving your neck. I'm pretty sure you know that, but I'm just telling you. So, the skull is a bony framework of the head that protects our brain from injuries. Here's a little project thing that you can do at home when you're bored and wanting to do some science stuff and like that. I saw this next. Yeah. Let's continue on to the science project I was talking about. So, first you're going to take a container. You can take any size. It should be this big, minimum. And then you should put an egg in it and then shake it. You will see that it's broken. But when you take another container and put another egg in it with water, it won't break this time. So that just shows how the skull protects our bone from injuries, our brain from injuries. Okay, so I'm not going to talk much and let's just go on. Out of these 22 bones, 8 flat bones are interlocked together and enclose the brain. They give shape to the head, and the remaining bones are present in the facial region and form the facial part of the head. Sorry, the light went out. The facial region has holes where the facial parts like eyes, nose, and ears are located. Now let's move on to backbone, basically spine. We also call the backbone spine, okay? So, the backbone is also known as the spine or the vertebral column. It consists of 33 small bones called the vertebrae. Each small bone of the backbone is called vertebra. We can feel our backbone by running our hand through the center of our back. We should try it. Like this. Well, now you can feel it. Okay. Our skull is attached to the backbone through the vertebrae. The vertebral column backbone makes a strong framework that protects the delicate spinal cord inside of it. The vertebral column enables us to stand upright, bend, twist, and turn, and maintain our balance. More info, another fun fact. Our backbone is in the shape of S when viewed from the side. It provides support and flexibility to our body. That was a cool fun fact. Rib cage. Ribs are thin, flat, and curved bones that are connected to the backbone and surround the chest. They form a protective cage called the rib cage and encloses the heart, lungs, and other delicate organs. The rib cage consists of 12 pairs of curved ribs. 10 pairs of ribs are joined to the flat breastbone or sternum in the front and to the backbone at the back. The last two pairs of ribs are small and attached to the backbone. They are called the floating ribs as they are not attached to the breastbone. Limbs. The human body has two pairs of limbs, the forelimbs or the arms and the hind limbs or the legs. Our forelimbs are attached to the backbone with the help of shoulder girdles, while the hind limbs are attached to the backbone with the help of pelvic or hip girdles. Shoulder girdles consist of a pair of shoulder blades and a pair of collarbones. An arm is made up of two parts, the upper arm and the lower arm. The bone in the upper part, I'm feeling kind of cold right now. The bone in the upper part of the arm between the shoulder and the elbow is called humerus. It connects to a pair of bones at the elbow to form a lower arm. Numerous smaller bones form the hand. A leg also has two parts, the upper leg and the lower leg. The single long bone in the upper leg is called femur. It is also called the thigh bone. It is the longest bone in our body. Joints. Joints are places where two or more bones join together. The bones are held together at the joints by strong tissues called ligaments. At the joints, the surface of the bones also have a tough elastic tissue called cartilage. All the joints in a human body are movable. Now there is hinge joint, ball and socket joint, pivot joint, gliding joint. I won't be saying much, I will just be explaining the main points. Hinge joint. A hinge joint is similar to the hinges of a door. This joint allows the movement of bones in only one direction, either forward or backward. Bones at the elbow, knee, toes, and fingers have hinge joints. Ball and socket joint. In ball and socket joint, the ball-like end of one bone fits in the cup-like cavity socket of the other bone. This type of joint allows movement in all directions. The shoulder and hip joints have the ball and socket type of joint. Pivot. A pivot joint is found between the head and the first vertebra of our backbone. It allows the movement of our head up, down, and from side to side. Come here, look at side to side. We all have heard that. Gliding joint. A gliding joint allows the bones to glide against each other in any direction. Bones of the wrist and the ankle have glide joints. This joint is present between any two vertebrae of the backbone. This joint allows our back to bend, turn, and twist. Cartilage is a strong elastic tissue that protects the bones from rubbing against each other at the joints. It is found in various parts of the body like the joints in the ankle, elbow, and knee, the tip of our nose. Muscles and movements. Muscles are tissues that cover the bones. They are attached to the bones by strong fibers called tendons. Skeletal muscles. Skeletal muscles are also known as voluntary muscles as we can control their movements directly. Cardiac muscles. Cardiac muscles are only present in heart. These muscles have strips in them like skeletal voluntary muscles. They work automatically without our control. Think and answer. What would happen if cardiac muscles do not work automatically and were a type of voluntary muscle? To be honest, I don't know. I'm going to do research on this and tell y'all on community post. Smooth muscles. Smooth muscles are also known as involuntary muscles as we cannot control their movements. The muscles in the digestive system are of such type. These muscles do not have stripes in them. Now let's move on to the last part of this chapter, the circulatory system. The human circulatory system comprises the heart, blood, and blood vessels. The major function of this system is to transport various substances to and from various parts of the body. Let's learn more about the circulatory system. Heart. Also, the pronunciation of heart is heart, not hurt. Okay? Say it with me. Heart. Heart, not hurt. Heart. Yeah. The heart is a muscular organ located in the chest cavity slightly towards the left. It is about the size of our fist. The heart is divided into 4 chambers. The upper 2 chambers are called atria. Singular of this is atrium. And the lower 2 chambers are called ventricles. The heart pumps blood throughout the body. What will happen if our heart stops working properly? That's sad. Blood is a red-colored fluid that flows in the body of humans and animals. A number of different types of cells are found in our body. They are red blood cells, RBCs, white blood cells, WBCs, and platelets. RBCs are red-colored blood cells in the blood that carry oxygen from lungs to the other parts of the body. WBCs are colorless cells in the blood that help to fight infections, thus protecting the body against diseases. Platelets are cells that help in the clotting of blood in case of a blood cut or wound. Blood vessels. Blood vessels are a fine network of tubes through which the blood flows in the body. Arteries, veins, and capillaries are the 3 types of blood vessels. Circulation of blood. Circulation refers to the movement of blood around the body. It takes place in the following manner. Carbon dioxide-rich blood enters the heart and flows into the right atrium from the body, which further flows into the right ventricle. From here, the blood leaves the heart and flows into the lungs through the arteries where it gets purified. The carbon dioxide is released and blood is enriched with oxygen. The oxygen-rich blood from the lungs again enters the heart through the veins into the left atrium, which flows through the left ventricle. From here, blood is pumped throughout the body. This body uses this oxygen and releases the carbon dioxide into the blood. This is the diagram as reference. This is how it looks like. And let's move on to the question answer now. I'm sorry y'all, this could not be a longer vid like the last time since I have a little cold. Like I'm sneezing on this. So, fill correct answers. 1. Our bones are made up of blank space phosphate. Tell me. I explained this. You're done? If your answer was calcium phosphate, then you are correct. Very great job. If your answer was wrong, then that's fine. Rewind the video and watch it again. Now, let's move on to the second question. All the bones in the skull are fixed and immovable except the blank space jaw. Did you get your answer? Yes? Then, if your answer was lower jaw, then you are correct. Big applause. But if your answer was wrong, I suggest you rewind the video and watch it again. That will help. And if it still doesn't, you can put any questions you want in the comments and I will try to answer them. Okay? The last two pairs of ribs are small and not attached to the dash. It's a hint. Done? If your answer was backbone, then you are correct. Big applause. Round of applause for you. But if your answer was wrong, that's fine. Like I said, just rewind the bit. Dash muscles are also called involuntary muscles. You guys may not know this because I did not tell you detail the chapter and tell you guys in detail. So I'm going to tell you the answer for the smooth muscle. So if you didn't know, that's fine because I didn't teach all of you in detail. So that's fine. You can ask any questions you have about the detailed questions and I will answer them below. Dash are cells that help in blood clotting in case of a cut or a wound. I explained this, you all should know this. Done? So if your answer was platelets, then you are correct. Round of applause. And if you weren't correct, that's fine. It's okay. I'm gonna encourage you and tell you to keep studying. And you'll get there. Okay? So round of applause for you as well. And now for the perfect match. Match the columns. Femur. A produces RBCs. B allows movement of bones either forward or backward. C thigh bone. D four chambers. E allows movement of bones in all directions. I explained this. You selected your answer? Yeah? Okay, so if your answer was thigh bone, then you are correct. Round of applause. If it wasn't, then that's okay. Rewind the vid. See you again. I'm gonna try and post a community post about this video and writing all the where I explained each topic in detail so that you can find it. Bone marrow. Done? Okay, so if your answer was produces RBCs, then you are correct. Round of applause. If it wasn't you know what I said. Ball and socket joint. Done? Okay, so if your answer was allows movement of bones in all directions, then you are correct. Round of applause. And hinge joint. Done? So if your answer was allows movement of bones either forward or backward, you are correct. Round of applause. If you weren't, that's fine. Rewind the bit. Now, last but not the least, heart. Done? This was the easiest one. So if your answer was 4 chambers, then you are correct. Round of applause. Okay, so now let's go to choose the correct option. Okay? How many bones are there in an adult human body? I explained this, so you know this without the options. So if your answer was 206, you are correct. So which of the following parts of the skeletal system is also called the vertebral column? Y'all should know this without the options. Done? So if your answer was backbone, then you are correct. Okay, now, which of the following joints is present between any two vertebrae of the backbone? I don't think y'all know this, so the answer is wide and white if you didn't know. 4. Which of the following tissues is at the tip of our nose? I told this. Done? It's cartilage. Which of the following internal organs pumps blood throughout the body? Heart. If you got that right, but that was really easy, so I'm doing a slower time. But still good. Now, the hard part. The question and answers. Okay. Give reasons for the following statements. The backbone is also known as the spine or vertebral column. So the reason for this is that because it consists of 33 small bones called the vertebrae. I hope you guys knew that. Though these are question answers and you haven't learned yet, but I'll still ask. The last two pairs of ribs in the rib cage are called floating ribs because they are not attached to the breastbone. That was the answer. Third, all the joints in the human body are movable except the ones of the skull. The answer for this is that because the skull has immovable bones that are fixed. I hope you guys knew that. If you didn't, just listen. Skeletal muscles are also called voluntary muscles because we cannot control their moves directly. Okay? 5. Movement of blood around the body is called circulation. Because the heart pumps, it produces blood through a system of blood called blood vessels. The heart beats along with the circulatory system. If you didn't, just listen. Sorry. Now, answer the following questions briefly. By the way, y'all, the last one was give reasons, okay? So, what is the skeletal system? What are its functions? Okay, so the skeletal system is a framework of bones. It has several important functions. They are: it provides strength to the body, it provides support to the body, it provides shape to the body. If you didn't know these question answers, then you can listen as you haven't learned them yet. So you can read the chapter perfectly and then you'll get it. Okay, so now, what are joints? Name the 4 types of movable joints in our body. Okay, so joints are places where 2 or more bones join together. The 4 types of movable joints are hinge joint, ball and socket joint, gliding joint, and pivot joint. I don't know if my pronunciation of pivot joint is correct or not. So y'all could correct me in the comments if this is wrong because I don't even know at this point. I will Google it, but y'all can tell me. Yeah. So now, define the following terms: cartilage and tendon. Okay. So cartilage is a strong elastic tissue which protects the bones from rubbing against each other. Tendons are strong fibers that join the muscles to the bones. Yeah. Now, name the 3 types of muscles. The 3 types of muscles are skeletal muscles, cardiac muscles, smooth muscles. Cardiac muscles and smooth muscles are also called voluntary and involuntary muscles. Now, what does the human circulatory system consist of? The human circulatory system consists of the heart, blood vessels. And we won't be doing the answer the following questions in detail today as I haven't learned them either. So when I do learn them, I'll come back to y'all and teach it